I'm RC Robbin. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Am I playing MLB The Show 21? No, I'm not. I'm playing MLB The Show 20 on the PS4. Why? Because I created a franchise called the Avengers Baseball, and I can't transfer it over to the next copy of the game. Plus, I don't have a PS5. So I'm just going to wait until I can get myself a PS5 and then buy the new game. And in the meantime, I'm going to keep playing baseball because that's what I like. First Bam, you are the first one in, Outlander. Welcome to the stream. As always, a loyal watcher. Whether it's 20 or 21 or PS4, PS5, you are the man with a mission. So, imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe played a celebrity baseball game against the finest the major leagues have to offer. And that's what you'd have right here, right now. So the Avengers have taken the place of the San Diego Padres in the National League West. After about a month of the season in this created franchise, they're in third place, 3.5 games behind both the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. So let's jump in and play a game. Let's do this. So time for a 3-game set at Busch Field in St. Louis. Game 1. View organization's games. Play the game. Okay. Play full game. We are the away team. Bro, do you have the disc? Do you have Discord on your phone? Yes, I do. I have Discord on my phone. Indeed, I do. Busch Stadium. Clear skies. Bradley Cooper, Rocket Raccoon, is the starting pitcher. Oh, God, these guys need to rest. Look at this. This is a mess. Who's going to play first base? Let's go. Mark Ruffalo will play first base. Hold on. Ruffalo will play first base, so somebody else will come in and play DH. Chris Evans will play DH, so I can keep the bat in the lineup. Tom Holland is going to sit down. Okay, I'm going to send you a pic. I want you to see your reaction. Give me a second opinion, perhaps? I absolutely will give you a second opinion. Let's go Benedict Cumberbatch. No, you know what? No. Terrence Howard, the original Rhodes. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to do that. Anthony Mackie's coming out. And Clark Gregg. Phil Coulson is going to play. And the catcher will be... Who shall the catcher be? Who's my backup catcher? Oh, my backup catcher is Mark Ruffalo. That's not cool. Does anybody else play backup catcher? I don't think so. This sucks. Dave Batista. I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Setting up this lineup. Terrence Howard. Maybe Chris Evans can play first base. Yes, he can. Benedict Wong going to be DH, or Benedict Cumberbatch will be DH. All right, let's set this lineup up. This lineup looks terrible at the moment. Don Cheadle, Clark Gregg, Chris Evans, Chadwick Boseman, Mark Ruffalo, Dave Batista. Actually, let's put him here. Yeah, let's do this. Looks good. All right. So, let's advance. These are your starting lineups. Let me check my phone because I'm going to check this. Hold up a second. I'm just going to have Discord open so that in the event that this photograph comes through, I will have a chance to look at it easily enough. Welcome to Avengers Baseball as we visit Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Thank you for joining the stream. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. On the mound for the Cardinals is Bob Gibson, who's somehow 0-4 with a 5.50 earned run average in this first month of the season, despite the fact that he's a legendary player. Leading off for the MCU Avengers is War Machine Don Cheadle, 349 batting average leading off. Here comes the first pitch of the game from Gibson. And it's a fly ball on the first pitch to the left fielder, and that's one away. One quick out. Starting lineup for the Avengers: Don Cheadle's in center, Clark Gregg's at second, Chris Evans at first, Chadwick Boseman is the third baseman, Mark Ruffalo is behind the plate, Benedict Cumberbatch is the DH, Dave Batista's in right, Idris Elba's in left, batting ninth, and Terrence Howard playing shortstop. So next up is Phil Coulson, aka Clark Gregg, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., inside ball one. Cardinals are one game under 500, good for third place in the National League Central Division. Clark's hitting through 267 in part-time play. Swinging and miss at the high fastball inside off the plate. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. 63 degrees here in this early May ball game. Clear skies. Nice day for baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Coulson. Swing and a miss out in front of the curveball. Struck him out swinging. There is 2 away. It's Gibson's first strikeout of the game.
Batting third, the first baseman, Chris Evans.
Next up is Captain America, Chris Evans. He is the first baseman today. 344 homers, 15 runs better than. Ground ball to the first baseman. Fielded cleanly, steps on the bag, and the side is retired. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bob Gibson. Half an inning gone by here in Busch Stadium. Hollywood Avengers nothing. St. Louis Cardinals coming to bat. So leading off is, well, actually on the mound for the Avengers is Rocket Raccoon. None other than the voice of Bradley Cooper, 2-4, with an ERA just over 6. He has not pitched well in the first month of the season. Leading off for the Cardinals is Richie Ashburn, hitting a .195 on the season. Tough start for the center fielder. Pops it up. Racing over is Chadwick. Does not make it. Out of play, strike 1. And it is a lazy fly ball to short left center field. Big turn at first, but he'll hold. It's a leadoff single for Richie Ashburn. And they have the leadoff man on here in the bottom of the first. Okay, I'm looking. Hold on 1 second. Let's grab the phone as we do the replay. Let's look at it from Mr. Outlander. Still waiting for the picture to appear. Okay, now I see it. I see a picture. I see our inspiration for playing 162 games. All right, I'm still waiting for the picture to appear. Okay, I have a ballpark photograph. I guess that's your home field, I would assume. It's having trouble coming through. Maybe the section, part of the house that I'm sitting in. Maybe it's not going through on my phone. But I'm seeing, let me put it on my glasses because I'm an old man and I need my reading glasses to look at my cell phone. Look at these reading glasses. Nice, looks good. I like it. Big scoreboard in center field. Bronx Knights. Oh my God, that looks great actually. It looks great. You're actually putting Bronx Knights trophies, statues in the outfield in your stadium. I am impressed. I am honored and humbled by this gesture. Can't wait to see tomorrow how it looks. Thank you, sir. May I have another? All right. I am flattered beyond words. Looks great. Next up is Kevin Newman. Nobody out, still runner at first. Outside corner from Bradley Cooper, strike 1. Avengers are 8 games over 500. That is Chadwick Boseman at third base and Don Cheadle in center field. Next pitch from Rocket Raccoon. Fouls the cut fastball off. Count is 0-2. It looks good, man. It looks really good. What's the name of your franchise? Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Newman. in the dirt, bounces back. Not in time. It's a wild pitch. So the runner will be in scoring position with nobody out on the wild pitch for Bradley Cooper. The reason I sent you those right now is we are away for our first 8 games, LOL, and I finished the Bronx Night statues and names and play. Listen, it looks good. I'm looking forward to it, man. Very excited. Slices it out of play into the Cardinals dugout. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's the first out here in the bottom of the first. Here's a replay. See the location. Too close to take. Next up is the first baseman, Edgar Martinez. 239 average. And that's a deep drive. That ball is high, it is far, it is gone. 2-run home run from Edgar. His 7th of the season, and it is a quick 2-0 lead here for the Cardinals at Busch Stadium. Oh my goodness. Last week, in the first month of the season, the Cardinals were swept on the road by these Hollywood Avengers, so they're looking for some revenge in their home park. Ooh! Crash it, crash it, crash it, crash it. Ouch. 408. Next up is Gary Sheffield, right fielder for the Cardinals. Fly ball to center in the first pitch. There is Don Cheadle. War Machine makes the catch for out number 2. This is Shenanigans with RC Robbin. Here's a starting lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals. Richie Aspern is your DH. Kevin Newman in second. Edgar Martinez at first. Gary Sheffield in right. Francisco Lindor is the shortstop. Joe Carter's in left. Miguel Sano is at third. Tyler Naquin is in center. And Chris Iannetta bats ninth and plays catcher. So Francisco Lindor is up with 2 away here in the bottom of the first. 319, 7 homers, 17 runs batted in. Takes a pitch from Rocket Raccoon, and he serves it. Don Cheadle just watches it fly. That's another home run here in the bottom of the first. It's 3-0. Cardinals on home run number 8 by Francisco Lindor. And it's an early whoop-ass here in the bottom of the first. It's 3-0 Cardinals. Ugh. Here's a replay. Is this 21? Did you get? No. I'm just trying to attract attention. Wicked Quixotic, thank you so much for joining me. I wish I could get my hands on a PS5. This is still PS4. This is still MLB The Show 20. It's still my created franchise of Avengers. Just being a little shady, I suppose. Want people to see the 21. Ignore the question mark and go, "Ooh, is it PS5? Let me see." I was so excited for you. I'm a clickbaiter. And that's over to first for the out, but 3 runs cross the plate here in the bottom of the first. It's 3-0 St. Louis here in Busch Stadium, and I deserve it for being a dirty clickbaiter. Thank you for joining me, though, Wicked. I really appreciate it. We'll have to discuss whether or not this is ethical. I'm not sure if it is or not. The late, great Chadwick Boseman, third baseman for the MCU Avengers, steps up to the plate here in the top of the second inning in their cream-colored road uniforms. They look like big bananas. Pitches outside from Bob Gibson, ball 1. Line drive right at the first baseman. Edgar makes a stab. Defense by the Cardinals in the outfield from left to right is Joe Carter, Tyler Naquin, and Gary Sheffield. And in the infield from third base over is Miguel Sano, Francisco Lindor, Kevin Newman, Edgar Martinez, with Chris Iannetta behind the plate. That is the St. Louis Cardinals. Next up is Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, 314, 7 homers, 26 runs batted in. First pitch is outside, ball 1. I can't believe you, Wicked, that you think that I would be disturbed in any way by your presence in my stream. I'm so happy that you're here. as often as you are. Who wants to play video games on a stream and be by themselves? What a antisocial nincompoop that would be. I want people to show up, and especially people I know and love. Thank you so much for showing up. Bang! Up the middle. It's a one-out single for the Hulk. Here in the top of the second inning. It's still a 3-0 lead for St. Louis, though. Yeah, I'm not even looking for a PS5, to be completely honest, because I just know every time I go online to look for PS5, oh, thank you. Well, you're welcome. Every time I go online to look for PS5, it's sold out, not available. It's not even worth it. Next up is Benedict Cumberbatch hitting .383, 4 RBIs. Part-time player. He's in the game today at DH. And that's slashed. But I have a feeling Gary is going to make the running catch for out number 2. So, who wants to do this by themselves? That's just silly. Next up is Drax, the Destroyer, hitting .309, 5 homers, 16 RBIs, also known as Dave Batista. 2 down, runner at first, 3-0 lead for St. Louis here in the top of the second inning. And that's a drive to center, but again, playable by the center fielder. Makes the catch to retire the side. I hear that. I want one because I haven't. Because I had a PlayStation since PS2, but I've got an old Xbox for now. It's just frustrating that there's such a demand for it, and they simply did not make enough consoles. It makes no sense. I mean, I understand the whole idea of you want to sell every unit that you get, that you create, but there's such a shortage, it's ridiculous. Miguel Sano leads off here in the bottom of the second. Rocket Raccoon deals in there, strike one, 95 on the radar gun. So Bradley Cooper is the starting pitcher. He's 2-4 during this first month of the season. He's not doing so well in his first start of May either. Swing and a miss. The cut fastball counters quickly. No balls and 2 strikes on Sano. I think he looks more like Rocket Raccoon than he does Bradley Cooper, but I mean, I don't know. Not really sure. That's a drive, slicing out of play. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. So yeah, I can't stay away from baseball. Oh, forkball drops just out of the strike zone. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. You have to have some fun with the creative player mode. What can I say? So, and that's a line drive base hit to lead off the inning. Rocket's going to get delegated to the bullpen pretty soon if he keeps this up. So the leadoff man is on here in the bottom of the second for the St. Louis Cardinals. Next up is the center fielder Naquin Tyler, or Tyler Naquin, if you will. 267, a homer, 10 RBIs. Comes the pitch. Ground ball. Oh no. Oh no, he got it stuck in his glove. And everybody's safe. Bad play by Captain America at first, and runners at first and second and nobody out. Oh my goodness. Chris Iannetta hitting .352, batting ninth. He's the catcher. He's got 2 runners on and nobody out. What a mess this game has become. In there, strike 1. Not a good way to start a 3-game series on the road. I think it's the uniform. Swing and a miss. Cut fastball, count is 0-2. Big bananas. Problem, I don't really like the color of the away uniforms, but once you when you create a franchise and you set the uniforms for home and away, you have to wait the entire season before you can change them again in MLB The Show 20. And that's a fly ball. Oh, it's a slow roller. I'm slow roller. What am I talking about? It's a lazy line drive through the left side. Out of play. In play. Bases loaded. Nobody out. It's a mess. I'm in a good mood, but I'm playing terribly. All right, lineup turns over. Manager, bullpen. Paul Rudd is going to warm up. I'm going to go to the mound, talk it over with them. It's already 3-0 and bases are loaded. Can't let this game get completely out of reach. In there, strike 1. Hard man to double up. Richie Ashburn has a lot of speed. Pops it up. Infield fly rule. He makes the catch. Nobody scores. So nice first out of the inning. Defense for the Avengers in the outfield from left to right is Idris Elba, Don Cheadle, and Dave Batista. In the infield, the late great Chadwick Boseman, Terrence Howard, Clark Gregg, Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo behind the plate. Nah, it's probably me. I know my luck with this league. It is not you, Wicked. It was already 3-0 before you showed up. You got to stop it. Stop it. Come on. Next up is Kevin Newman. Here comes a double play to retire the side. Outside corner, strike one. Stop it. I'm ice cold. I already won my championship with the Bronx Knights. Uh-oh, spoiler. Spoiler alert. Misses low. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pops him up. 2 pop-ups in a row. Rocket Raccoon. Clutch. Base is still loaded, but now there are 2 away. How about that? Too much caffeine in my coffee. That's what it is. All right. Big hitter. Edgar Martinez had a 2-run home run in the first inning. He's 1 for 1. He has the bases loaded and 2 away. Misses low, ball 1. Big moment. Fouls it back. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Edgar. Played for the Seattle Mariners for most of his major league career. Hell of a hitter. Inside corner, strike 2. 1 strike away from getting out of this bases loaded, nobody out jam without any further injury. Let's see what happens. Oh no! Makes the catch. Dave Batista saves the day with the running catch in right field, and the side is retired. They leave the bases loaded. The end of 2. It's still 3-0 Cardinals, but at least it's still just 3-0 after 2 innings of play. So we go to the top of the 3rd. Up steps Idris Elba, Heimdall in the Thor universe, hitting .278 on the season. Is playing left field today. Tried to check it, but could not hold back. It's swing, strike 1. And that's a drive towards the gap, and I got a feeling it's going to go all the way to the wall. He rounds first, heads to second. He will stop at second with a leadoff double. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, it's a good way to start the inning. Double number 7 for Idris. Doubles leaders on the team. Chris Evans and Don Cheadle are tied, entering play with 10 doubles each. Next up is Terrence Howard. You go back to the first Iron Man. He was the first roadie before roadie became War Machine. And you say to yourself, why do you have Terrence Howard on the team? What is wrong with you? Well, he's a backup player, and this stupid create a player function didn't allow me to create female players. So I had to come up with, these male players which don't even deserve spots on the team because there's no Scarlett Johansson, there's no Elizabeth Olsen, there's no Colby Smothers. Count as no balls and 2 strikes on Terrence Howard. Pitches outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So instead, these third-rate bit players get spots on the team. Ground ball up the middle, over to first. He moves as a runner to third, but there's 1 out. Yes, I do have Phil Coulson. Phil Coulson is Clark Gregg. Of course I have Phil Coulson. Come on. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, leading off for the 2nd time is Don Cheadle. Yes, of course I got Phil Coulson. Come on. Runner at 3rd and less than 2 outs. Don Cheadle can get that runner home without the benefit of the base hit. Let's see what happens. Just gets a piece of the curveball, strike 1. For his last 10 games, he's 12 for his last 38. Let's see if we can get a hit, keep the inning going. In the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher, Iannetta. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Late on the 99-mile-an-hour fastball from Bob Gibson. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to War Machine. Runner leads off third, 1 away. Misses inside with the fastball. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner leads off third. 3-0 lead for St. Louis in this first game of a 3-game set at Busch Stadium. And that will probably be deep enough to score a run. Naquin makes the catch. Tagging at third is the runner. Throw to the plate is not in time. It is an RBI sacrifice fly for War Machine, and they're on the board. The lead is now 3-1 St. Louis. So, the immortal Phil Coulson, a.k.a. Clark Gregg, steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Pitches low, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Chases a slider out in front. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Can't get a piece. The side is retired. So, but they do score a run on a sacrifice fly, and after 2.5 innings of play here at Busch Stadium, it's 3-1 St. Louis. This is Shenanigans with RC Robbin. We're playing Avengers baseball. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. Gary Sheffield is stepping up there in the bottom of the third. He is 0 for 1, flew out in the first inning. Here comes the pitch. Strike 1. Oh, options, gameplay. Hitting difficulty is at All-Star. Pitching difficulty is at All-Star. That's what I play at. Gives me a challenge. I get to win, but I don't win too often. Pitches, flies to right, 1 away. Dave Batista makes the catch. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the PS4, I let the computer run the bases for me. So, next up is Francisco Lindor. He's 1 for 1. Fouls off the fastball. Count is 1 ball, no run. Count is no balls and 1 strike on Francisco Lindor. Fouls off the changeup. Count no balls and 2 strikes. Down and in, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Lindor. Mets fans are excited that they have Francisco Lindor this season on the field. I have to be honest, I haven't been paying that much attention to real baseball. I'm absorbed inside of interactive video game baseball and other games so much that it just hasn't appealed to me as much as it usually does. Swing and a miss. Oh no, I'm getting ahead of myself. Just gets a piece of the cut fastball. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Lindor. That's a lazy fly ball to right. Batista is there, makes the catch for out number 2, barely has to move. I think it's because there was the shortened season from COVID last season, and now I just kind of don't trust it. I think there's going to be maybe another surge, even though the vaccinations are becoming more widespread and there are going to be cancellations, and I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's just me. Ground ball to short. Terrence Howard throws across in time to retire the side. It's first 1-2-3 inning for Rocket Raccoon at the end of 3. It's a 3-1 lead for St. Louis. So we go to the top of the 4th. Up steps Captain America, Chris Evans, batting, switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Gibson. 2-run lead for St. Louis here in the top of the 4th. Backs him off the plate with the slider. Ball 1. Chris was 3 for 5 in yesterday's game. Well, what technically wasn't yesterday's game. Outside corner with the fastball, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, the actual season hasn't been appealing this year. I'm glad to hear someone else in agreement. I don't know why. You know, and he pops him up in the infield. Racing in is the third baseman. Snow makes the catch, 1 away. Pitch speed comparison brought to you by the Outlander Show. Bob Gibson versus Bradley Cooper. Gibson's winning the game and the matchup 99-97. All right, it could be just me in some regards because I'm a New York Yankees fan. And yes, I know, shoot me. I know, I'm a Yankees fan. I'm perfect other than that. I know. Up next is Chadwick Boseman. Kind of fallen out of love with my home team. I don't like the roster. I don't like the approach from the higher-ups. Checks his swing. Did not swing. Count as 2 balls and no strikes. You have to be living under a rock to not know, swing and a miss by Boseman, that Chadwick Boseman, unfortunately, is no longer with us. Passed away last year due to colon cancer at the age 43. So, count as 2 balls and 2 strikes. I had to put him in the game, without a doubt. And that's a ground ball to the right side, fielded by the second baseman. Throws to first. There are 2 away. I'm perfect. I'm just kidding. I'm not conceited. I have gazillion flaws. I'm just kidding. But I know, considering that you're from Massachusetts, you know, New York Yankees fans. Ooh. Next up is Mark Ruffalo, who's 1 for 1. High and tight. Count as 1 ball and no strikes. Bases empty, 2 outs, top of the 4th, 3-1 lead. Oh, that ball is high. It is far. It is caught by the left fielder to retire the side. It was funny, I laughed. Well, I'm glad you laughed. At least I could get a laugh out of it. 3.5 innings played here at Busch Field, Busch Stadium, whatever you want to call it. It's a 2-run lead for the St. Louis Cardinals. Next up, Miguel Sano singled in the second. His second plate appearance. He's 1 for 1. Misses outside with the fastball. Ball 1. So I'm hoping for this to be a busy day on my YouTube channel. Swing and a miss, the cusp fastball. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Sano. So I'm going to play a little baseball now, take a quick break for dinner. Then I'm going to try to play some Final Fantasy VII, the remake, to continue with that. My goal is to try to get through FF7. I mean, I'm enjoying it, but I try to get through it as quickly as possible because in exactly 30 days, one of my favorite games all time, one of my favorite trilogies, the Mass Effect trilogy, the Legendary Edition, will drop. I plan to download it on day 1 and play the ever-living shit out of it. Probably is about 40 hours each game, times 3 is 120 hours. I hope you don't, I hope you like space, because otherwise I'm going to lose Wicked Quixotic, because, you know, I'm going to be in space for the next 120 hours starting a month from now. Strike 3 called. Caught him looking. First out recorded. So after a really terrible first inning, Bradley Cooper has calmed down and has proceeded to settle in, throw strikes, get ahead of hitters. Next up is Tyler Naquin. He is 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Check that bottom of the 4th. Inside corner, strike 1. So, I've never played Mass Effect. You know, you are doing yourself a disservice, Miss Quixotic. Seriously, a major disservice. It is the quintessential science fiction story. Okay, let me put it to you this way. I'm probably more of a fan of the Mass Effect universe than I am of the Star Wars or the Star Trek universes. And I'm a fan of the Star Wars and Star Trek universes. Just the Mass Effect universe being an interactive part of the story, it allows you, like other RPGs, to fall in love with the characters. And it's just really great storytelling. Those of you that say the final game in the series sucks, they're just jaded assholes. Don't listen to them. Play it for yourself. The end of Mass Effect 3 made me cry. So... nice, sounds awesome. Trust me, it's really good. It's really good. It's probably going to sell for like $60. You can get it on the PS4. You said you had an Xbox. I'm sure they'll be able to get it on Xbox. Deep in the hole, it's short. Terrence Howard throws across in time. The side is retired. It's no runs, one hit, one left on. After 4 innings of baseball here in St. Louis, it's the Cardinals leading 3-1. Welcome to the stream, whoever you are. I see a number 2 there. It could be 3 total. Could be some people snooping. I appreciate it. This is Avengers Baseball on MLB The Show. Up next is Dr. Strange, a.k.a. Benedict Cumberbatch, who's 0 for 1 today. Bob Gibson deals. Outside corner, strike 1. So anyway, the Mass Effect trilogy is probably going to be $60 for 3 games. It's so worth it. They're going to remodel the first game, which is a little old, mechanics-wise. Count as no balls and 2 strikes on Cumberbatch. And this time he swings and drives it towards right center field. Running catch for Gary Sheffield, and that's the first out here in the top of the 5th. I'm wondering, Wicked Quixotic, is there any way that you can clone yourself so that, like, maybe like an 8 or 9 of your friends you can invite to the stream? Because you're such a good streamer, you're so loyal. I need more eyeballs. Please, people, come watch the stream. Not that you're not enough. You are absolutely enough for me. Fly ball by Drax the Destroyer to right center field. Caught by Tyler Naquin. That's the second out here in the top of the 5th.
Now batting, number 63.
I want millions of subscribers. Millions. Idris Elba. Hamadal. Doubled in the first. He probably wasn't the first inning. He doubled in his first at-bat, scored a run. He is 1 for 1. It's his second plate appearance. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And he swings at the first pitch and skies it to left. If only I could clone myself. You know what? Well, they retired the side. The score is still 3-1 here after 4.5 innings of play. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. I would either want to clone myself, or I need a third hand sticking out of my chest, because every time I come in the house with groceries and all kinds of stuff from errands, I never have enough hands to carry things. So I want a third hand sticking out of the middle of my chest. Anyway, I'm only half kidding. I'm actually somewhat serious. So Richie Ashburn leads off for the Cardinals. Pitches at the knees for strike 1. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 3-1 lead for the Cardinals here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And it's a lazy looping line drive, which is caught by Dave Batista in right for the first out of the 5th inning. So for those of you that are going to see this later on today, well, it doesn't really matter. If you're seeing this later on today, if you see this later on, you probably it won't matter. Well, whatever. I was going to say, you know, poke your heads back in. I'm probably going to play Final Fantasy VII, the remake, and maybe some Skyrim. But line drive down the third base line. It is a foul ball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Kevin Newman. But if you're watching this video in the future, what difference does it make? Oh, looping line drive, fly ball. Maybe it's caught. Reaches in, makes the catch. No, he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, thought he caught it. Oh well, it's out of play. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Slow roller. Terrence Howard fields, fires, got him. 2 away. I just checked my game cabinet. To my surprise, I have best. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You have 2 and 3 and you never played it? Blasphemy. Absolute blasphemy. Next up is Edgar Martinez. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Inside corner. Strike 1. Don't worry, we're still friends. It's okay. It's okay. We can still be friends. It's okay that you have the greatest games in the history of gamehood in your cabinet, never played it. It's all right. It's all right. But count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Line, ground ball up the first base line, fielded by Captain America, steps on the bag himself, and the side is retired. It's an official ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 5 innings played here at Busch Stadium. St. Louis Cardinals lead 3-1. Well, you don't want to play 2 and 3. You have to play 1, so you might as well go and spend the $59 and get yourself the Mass Effect trilogy. There's way more in there I've never played, huh? Well, listen, I won't hold it against you. Other responsibilities in life drag you away from video games. Terrence Howard leads off in the top of the 6th. 2-run lead for St. Louis. Pops it up behind home plate, out of play, strike 1. So, let's see. You have to play the first one, so I would suggest you just hold off. Wait until the Mass Effect trilogy, Legendary. Well, you know what? I take it back. I want you to watch me play the Legendary Edition so that you can experience the awesomeness that is Mass Effect vicariously through me. That's what I want, so. 2 balls, 1 strike on Terrence Howard. The first Rhodes. Slices out of play. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Rhodey. I mean, that was my plan, if I'm honest. Well, you know what? It's a good plan. It's an absolutely good plan. Swinging a miss to the inside, ties him in knots. There's 1 out here in the top of the 6th. 3rd strikeout for Bob Gibson. It's a good plan. Good plan. You're going to think I'm a pervert because there are lots of romance options in it because it's an RPG. And I'm going to try to bed down literally everybody. So be prepared. Swing and a miss. Don Cheadle swings and chases a pitch out of the strike zone. He had a sacrifice fly. Officially, he's 0 for 1. Inside off the plate, count is 1 ball and 1 strike. It's interesting that Rhodey and Rhodey are hitting back-to-back in the lineup. Was not planned. I didn't plan it that way. Ground ball to Sano at 3rd. Throws across the diamond in time. 2 away. Ha, solid goal. Well, there's really 2 objectives in Mass Effect. First objective is to save the universe from the Reapers. Second objective is to get every non-player character to fall in love with you. Those are basically the 2 objectives. 2 away, and up steps Clark Gregg. And Clark Gregg hits it a mile up in the air, but it will come down in fair territory. Left fielder makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bob Gibson here in the top of the 6th. After 5.5, it's a 3-1 lead for St. Louis. So, next up is Gary Sheffield, who's 0 for 2. Comes a pitch from Bradley Cooper. In there, strike 1.
0-1.
Ground ball snagged by Rocket Raccoon. Throws to first, and there's 1 quick out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting.
Francisco Lindor steps up to the plate. First inning, he did this. Boom. That was the 2nd home run of the inning, a solo shot, which gave the Cardinals a 3-0 lead at the end of 1. We don't have to see that anymore. It's now 3-1. Ground up the first base line. Chris Evans fields, steps on the bag. There's 2 away. So next up is Joe Carter, World Series hero of the Toronto Blue Jays in the mid-1990s. At the knees, strike 1. Oh, got past the pitcher. Backing up is Terrence Howard, makes the throw to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bradley Cooper. At the end of 6, it's still 3-1 Cardinals. So we go to the top of the 7th. Up steps Chris Evans, 0 for 2. He popped out, he grounded out. He's hitting .333 on the season. Cardinals bullpen is active. Sky is turning purple. Pitch is outside, ball 1. I like purple, so this is going to be a good inning. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. The right-hander Nate Jones and the left-hander Zach Britton are warming in the Cardinals bullpen. Count is even at 1-1. Just gets a piece of the sinking fastball. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's because you're cool. Shallow fly ball dunks in there in front of Gary Sheffield. It's a leadoff single. Captain America can do this all day, ladies and gentlemen. Of course your hair is normally purple. Of course it is. Obviously. Because purple is cool and you're cool. So, the late, great Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, steps up to the plate. One runner at first. He is the tying run here in the top of the 7th. And he proceeds to pop it up behind home plate. Strike 1. Out of play. You have to pardon me. I'm in a good mood today. Evans leads off first. Nobody out. 3-1 advantage for the Cardinals. Fastball outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Bob's only thrown 60 pitches here in the 7th. So he's been mowing them down. Chases the high fastball. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the changeup. You can tell yeah, I'm just in a good mood. I'm a little more talkative than usual. I mean, I'm rarely in a bad mood, but I don't know. He was excited to get on the controller today. Pitch is low. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mark Ruffalo is on deck. Full count pitch coming from Gibson. Chris Evans leads off first. And that's a line drive, and that will dunk in there for a hit. It's runners at first and second, and the tying runs are on base. Here in the top of the 7th inning. Wakanda forever, baby. And the manager of the Cardinals has seen just about enough. He makes the call to the bullpen, wants the right-hander. Gibson leaves. He is the pitcher of record. But he is responsible for the runners on base. He can win, get a no decision. He cannot lose. Gets a standing ovation. In relief comes Adam Simber, making his 13th appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 1-1 with a 4.02 earned run average. And facing him is the incredible Hulk, who's 1 for 2 with a single. Hulk smash, but smashed it out of play for strike 1. So got to deal with this submariner now. See how that works. This time he's late on the sinking fastball, and very quickly Mark Ruffalo is down, no balls and 2 strikes. Runners lead off first and second, and nobody out. Swing and a miss out in front of the slow slider. Good night, Irene. So,
Now batting, number 3.
1 away. Tying runs are still on first and second. Next up is Benedict Cumberbatch. Dr. Stephen Strange is 0 for 2. He's hitting .367 on the season in part-time play. Outside, ball 1. Checks the swing. Sinker is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Time to focus. Best cheekbones in the MCU. This is true. He's a good-looking guy. Good choice. Really good choice for Doctor Strange. That's a line drive, base hit to center field, rounding third and heading home. Is the fielder, throw to the plate is in time. What a throw from center field. That's the second out of the inning, and the score is still 3-1. My goodness, a strike to Iannetta to mow him down at the plate. Let's look at this. Oh, just got him. Come on, Captain America, you got to go a little faster than that. So next up, with runners at first and third with 2 away, is Drax the Destroyer from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, Dave Batista. He needs a hit to get that runner in. Checks his swing, pitches inside, 1 ball and no strikes on Dave. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. Thought Chris Evans was going to score on that. I'm really surprised he got thrown out, but I'm not psychic. 3 balls and no strikes. Will Batista have the green light? No, he will not. You've heard me say it 1,000 times. Controller is down. Drink my coffee. In there, strike 1. The hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners at first and third. Top of the 7th. 3-1 lead for St. Louis. Tying runs are on base. Let's go. And he fouls off the fastball. Count will go full. Runner at first will be in motion on the 3-2 pitch. Here we go. And he pops it up. Easy play for the second baseman. Makes the catch, and they strand the runners. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the 7th inning stretch. It's still a 3-1 lead for the St. Louis Cardinals here in Game 1 of this 3-game set at Busch Stadium. I thought I was going to score some runs there. That's not cool. All right. So, leading off is Miguel Sano. He's 1 for 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Bradley Cooper steps up to the plate, and I need... Checks his swing in there at the knees, strike 1. I need manager, bullpen. I'm going to warm up Josh Brolin and leave Paul Rudd warming up. And that's a fly ball to right. Batista tracks it, makes the catch for out number 1. Tyler Naquin, the center fielder, is 0 for 2 today. He flew out, he's grounded out. Runner, bases empty, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Two-seam fastball in there, strike 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's a bloop. Out goes Phil Coulson. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. makes the catch for the second out. So 2-way up steps Chris Iannetta. 1 for 2 with a single. He's hitting .356 on the season. Not too shabby. Late on the fastball, strike 1. So Bradley came out of the bullpen firing, beach balls. Gave up 3 runs immediately, but then settled down and pitched a really good game. Outside corner, no balls and 2 strikes, but unfortunately the hitters just have been asleep all game. Bob Gibson pitched his hiney off. Strike 3 corner, inside corner. Side is retired. We'll go to the 8th. The end is 7. It's the St. Louis Cardinals 3, the MCU Avengers 1. Taking over is Nate Jones. Out of the bullpen for the Cardinals. He's pitched in 10 games. His record is 0-1 with a 4.82 earned run average. And leading off is Idris Elba, 1 for 2 with a double today. He's hitting .282 on the season.
The left fielder, number 63.
And he fouls off the slider, late on it, strike 1. Again, fouls off the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. That delivery is pretty funky. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Scott Oberg, the right-hander, and Zach Britton, the left-hander, still warming. Low, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. They need a base runner in order for the tying run to come to the plate. Swing and a miss. Chase the slider out of the zone. That's the first out. Starter comparison. Bob Gibson wins this matchup, although Bradley Cooper's done a great job. Overall, he's still in line for the loss, though, unfortunately. So next up is Terrence Howard. 0 for 2 this season. He's 4 for 16. He's playing shortstop today, giving Anthony Mackie a day off. And that's a line drive which may go over his head, and it does. 1 hop to the wall. He rounds second. He passes second. He's going to third. The throw to third is not in time. It is a 1-out triple for the first James Rhodes. Oh, yeah.
Number 10.
Bang. So first James Rhodes gets a triple. Next up is the second James Rhodes. Don Cheadle is up next. Close play at third, but he's in there. Solid. Sack fly and an RBI. Officially, Don Cheadle's 0 for 2. And he slices it, and it may drop in there. No, it will not. Yes, it will. Oh, my goodness. He's going to get a double out of this. It's an RBI double for Don Cheadle, and the score is 3-2. I can't believe it. That's the RBI number. That's double number 11 for Don Cheadle. War Machine makes this a 1-run ball game. I thought for sure the left fielder was going to make a casual catch, and if anything, it would have been an RBI and a sacrifice fly. But he didn't even make an attempt to dive, and it ended up being a double. So the tying run is at second, and up steps Clark Gregg in the 8th. And sorry, Phil, we're going to substitute you. I apologize, Phil Coulson. We love you, but we're going to put in Anthony Mackie. Yes, we're going to put in the Falcon because he's a switch hitter and he can play second base. So runner at second, 1 away here in the top of the 8th. Mackie's hitting .308 on the season, 3 homers, 19 runs batted in. Throw to second is, he tried, almost got him at second. Bye, Phil. Listen, we love you, Phil, but you know what? Situation like this is why we have a bench. So swing and a miss. He steals third. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Don Cheadle steals third base, puts himself in scoring position with less than 2 outs. The tying run is now at third base with only 1 away, and Anthony Mackie doesn't even need a hit to get him in. Fouls off the changeup, but the count is now no balls and 2 strikes. He's got to get a fly ball, deep grounder. Strike 3 called, outside corner. And he's 2 away, and he doesn't get the tying run home. Let's look at this pitch. Oof. Too close to take. You have to put a bat on that. Next up is Captain America. He needs a hit. 1 for 3 with a single. 2 outs here. And he pops it up. Short right field. Francisco Lindor makes the catch, and they strand the runner at third base. Don Cheadle makes it closer, though, with his RBI double, blue base hit down the left field line. 7.5 innings of play. It's the Cardinals 3, the Avengers 2. Oh, what a cluster.
Your attention, please.
So playing at second is Anthony Mackie, taking over for Clark Gregg.
Number 9.
And up at the plate is Richie Ashburn, 1 for 3 with a single. The manager is going to go to the bullpen. He's going to put Josh Brolin, the man who plays Thanos. He has not pitched well this season. He's pitched in 12 games, no record, but his ERA is above 6 in 11 2/3 innings. Misses with the 2-seam fastball inside, ball 1. Misses low and outside. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Ashburn. And he grounds it foul late on the splitter. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Line drive, out of play. Count evens to 2-2. Grounder. Black Panther throws across the diamond in time, 1 away. Nice play by Black Panther. So the line for Rocket Raccoon, 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Unfortunately, he is in line for the loss. He's pitched a lot worse than that this season. So next up is Kevin Newman, who's 0 for 3. Ground ball through the left side, checked at the right side. It's a 1-out single for Kevin Newman. He's 1 for 4 today. Oof. 6-game hitting streak for Newman. Congratulations. You shouldn't cheer for that until you get to 10 games. So next up is Edgar Martinez. 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer in the first inning. 2-seamer in there, strike 1. High and tight, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Martinez. Swing and a miss. The split finger fastball struck him out swinging. So that's first strikeout for Thanos.
The right fielder, number 10, Gary.
So Gary's up. Manager's going to go to the bullpen. Stan Lee, I'm going to warm him up. I'm bringing in Paul Rudd to pitch to the right-hander, Gary Sheffield. Paul has pitched in 11 games. He's 1-0 with a 3.65 earned run average. Ant-Man just misses outside with the fastball. Ball 1. Yanks the Vulcan change foul. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. So it's a 1-run ball game. And it's a fly ball. Oh, it missed by the fielder. He's rounding third. He's heading home. Oh, that's a big mistake in the outfield. That should be an error. It's a 4-2 lead for St. Louis with some bad defense. E7. Oh my goodness, Idris Elba plays Hemidal. Let's look at this again. Come on, guy. Oh. That's just killer. That was out number 3. So a 1-run game turns into a 2-run ball game. They have their insurance run here with 2 outs in the 8th. And up steps Francisco Lindor, who's 1 for 3. Yeah. It has nothing to do with you. Please watch my streams, Wicked Quixotic. Nothing to do with you. Okay, let's continue playing. All right. Fouls it up the first base line. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Lindor. Fouls off the high fastball. Just gets a piece of the 12-6. Stay alive. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Like I'm going to stop now. Thank you very much. I just need to make sure. Late on the fastball, slices out of play. And the at-bat continues. That's what they all say. Sooner or later, you'll get bored of me. And when I least expect it, I'll never see Wicked Quixotic in the chat again. And I'll be sad. I will be sad. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position at second. It's already a 2-run lead here heading into the 9th. And that's a deep fly ball to center. Back goes War Machine. He makes the catch to retire the side, but they get a run on the error. Last licks for the Avengers. They need 2 runs to tie as we go to the 9th. It's the St. Louis Cardinals leading 4-2. Let's do this. I have no plans for that. Okay, Scott Oberg is apparently the closer for the St. Louis Cardinals because he has 3 save opportunities. His ERA is 0.84. Well, I aim to make that a little higher. Leading off is Chadwick Boseman, 1 for 3 with a single. Bloop and a blast. Let's do this. Checks the swing, pitches outside, ball 1. I'm hungry. Tengo hambre mucho.
Ball 2.
Pitch is low, 2 balls and no strikes.
Ball
3 balls and no strikes. Will he have the green light on 3-0? Oh, he will not. In there, strike 1. Hitters count. 3 balls. I ordered takeout a little while back. I'm just waiting on it. Well, good for you. I bet you ordered Chinese food. Who orders takeout and doesn't order Chinese food? Swing and a miss over the top of the changeup. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch from Oberg. And that's a line drive base hit to center field. And the leadoff man is on here in the top of the 9th for the Avengers. I did. Of course you did. Of course you did. Come on. Great minds think alike. Great minds. Okay, so. Next up is the Incredible Hulk. 1 for 3 with a single. Checks his swing. Did he go too far? No, he did not, according to the first base umpire. Count is 1 ball and no strikes on Ruffalo. Black Panther leads off first. And he fouls it upstairs behind home plate. The count is 1 ball and 1 strikes. 1 ball and 1 strike. Singular, not plural. That's a ground ball base hit through the left side. And there are 2 runners on and nobody out here in the top of the 9th inning. You can just hear the piano music. Dun-na, dun-na, dun-na. So who's up next? Maybe I need a substitution. Let's see who's up next. Nope. We're keeping Dr. Strange in there. This Sorcerer Supreme is up 1 for 3 with a single. And that's a line drive down the right field line. 1 run will score. And it'll be 2nd and 3rd. With nobody out here in the top of the 9th as it becomes a 4-3 ball game on Benedict Cumberbatch's 5th double of the season. Look at this. Look at this clutch hit by Dr. Strange. A million possibilities and only 1. Just 1 in the end game. So 2 runners in scoring position. Do I want to pinch run? No, I do not. Next up is Dave Batista. 0 for 3 today. A hit can possibly give them the lead. Pitches inside, ball 1. It was the power of the Chinese food is what's causing this inning. It's the power of the Chinese food. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. And that's a deep fly ball. That should be enough to tie this ball game. Catch in center, tagging, and heading to the plate. He throws to 3rd, not in time. On the sacrifice fly in the RBI by Drax the Destroyer, this ball game is tied at 4. So, check this. There's a runner at 3rd base and less than 2 outs. Pitching for the Cardinals is Andres Munoz. He's 2-0 with a 4.63 earned run average. He's looking for a strikeout. Up next is Idris Elba, who doubled and scored a run in this game. He's 1 for 3. He needs to get that runner home from 3rd in less than 2 outs. Late on the fastball, strike 1. Idris is hitting .303 with runners in scoring position this season. Doesn't need a hit, just needs a deep fly ball. They're playing the infield in, as you can see. Again, he's late, slices it out of play, but now the count is no balls and 2 strikes, and he's got him set up perfectly for a breaking ball out of the strike zone. Let's see what happens. There it was. He laid off. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner leads off third. And he just rolls over on it. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still 1 out. Runner at third. 4-4 ball game here in the top of the 9th inning at Busch Stadium. Low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hold on. Manager, bullpen. We're warming up Jeremy Renner. But Stan Lee is coming in the game regardless of what happens, especially after that debacle in the last outing. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Terrence Howard. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, 102 miles an hour. Couldn't catch up to the fastball from Andres Munoz, and he does not get the runner home from third base. So the game remains tied at 4. And in order to get him home, the next batter, Terrence Howard, needs to get himself a hit. Can he do it? Cardinals bullpen is active. 1 for 3. He's got a triple in today's game. And this one might drop in there. It is a foul ball. So close. This season, Terrence Howard is 5 for 17. That's a .294 average overall. Runner at third, 2 away. And he flares it the other way. Easy play for the left fielder. Retires aside, but not before the Avengers score 2 runs to tie this ball game and send it to the bottom of the 9th. It's a 4-4 game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. All right. Missed opportunity. Do you want to still change pitchers? Yes, I do. In relief comes Stan the Man Lee, Excelsior. He's pitched 7 shutout innings so far. Let's make it 8 shutout innings. Next up is Joe Carter, left fielder, is 0 for 3. Knuckle curve is in there, high strike. Count is 0-1. Fouls a 2-seam fastball behind home plate. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Joe Carter. Slices out of play. Count remains 0-2. Oh, where are you going, dude? Right fielder got fooled and was running in the wrong direction. Luckily, it's a foul ball. Ground ball up the first base line and into the right field corner. Strong throw to second is not in time. It is the winning run is on second base here. Joe Carter's 9th double of the season and nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Slices it just over the first base bag and down into the right field corner. Never hesitates on his way to second. Good strong throw from Batista, but just not in time to get him. Next up is Miguel Sano, the third baseman. He's 1 for 3. There's still nobody out. And that winning run in scoring position. Let's see what happens. Swing and a miss at the cut fastball, strike 1. Miguel Sano is hitting .391 so far this season with runners in scoring position. So he likes seeing that runner at second base. Ground ball, hard ground ball, looks him back to second, throws to first, 1 away. So he does not advance the runner to third. Nice play by Black Panther.
Now batting, center fielder,
Tyler Naquin, the center fielder, is 0 for 3 today. He's hitting .258 overall. A single could win this game for the Cardinals. Sinking fastball in there, strike 1. Misses with the screwball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Count is 1 and 2. Just misses low. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the bottom of the ninth. 4-4 ball game. The winning run is at second for the Cardinals. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called inside corner. Naquin does not agree with the call, but too bad. It's out number 2. Have a seat, young man. You could say it's inside, but with 2 strikes, you have to foul that off. Too close to take. Next up is the number 9 hitter, Chris Iannetta, who's 1 for 3 with a single today. Swing and a miss at the 2-seam fastball, inside corner, strike 1. Out in front of the screwball, 2 quick strikes on Iannetta, and he's 1 strike from getting out of this inning and getting it to extras. And that's a deep drive, heading towards the pole. It is a foul ball, inches from a walk-off 2-run home run. Woo. Swing and a miss, strike 3. In the next pitch, he strikes him out swinging. And we're going to extra innings here at Busch Stadium. Top of the 10th, tied at 4. Okay. Up steps Don Cheadle. 1 for 3 with a 2-run double. He's hitting .349 on the season. Pops it up behind home plate. Iannetta waits for it. Makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away. Andres Munoz has got some good stuff. Good stuff. It's Anthony Mackie, who's a substitution. He's now playing second base. It's his second at-bat. 0 for 1 in the game. The Falcon. That shows I'm looking forward to watching tonight. Chases a 102-mile-an-hour fastball, strike 1. It was ball 1. He chased it out of the strike zone. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. That's a deep drive. Heading down the right field line, it is a foul ball. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, bases empty here in the top of the 10th. 4-4 ball game here in game 1 of this 3-game series. In there, strike 3. Have a seat, Falcon. There's 2 outs. My God, that was fast. Yeah, just... So next up is Captain America. Chris Evans, who's playing first base today. 1 for 4 with a single. Chase the 2-seam fastball for strike 1. Low, 1 ball and 1 strike on Chris Evans. And he pops him up. Short center. Lindor is there, makes the catch to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Munoz in relief. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 10th with this ball game knotted at 4. Ooh. 2 extra inning ball games in a row. So up next is Richie Ashburn. He's 1 for 4 with a single. He's batting a .197 in the season. Misses low with the screwball. Ball 1. Stan Lee is out there for his 2nd inning of work. Fouls it off, strike 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball to the second baseman. Falcon throws to first, and there's one away here in the bottom of the 10th. Nice play by the Falcon. Can't wait to see that new uniform tonight on Disney Plus. Stupid spoilers on Twitter. So next up is Kevin Newman. He's 1 for 4 with a single, but really, what else is in that suitcase? What else really could be in the suitcase? Swings at the first pitch, skies it to right. There is Batista. Drax makes the catch. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 10th. Yeah. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Do you have Disney Plus? If you don't have Disney Plus, I recommend getting it. Do like a free 1 month trial or something. Up next is Edgar Martinez with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 10th. Hi. Hello. Dinner? Oh, you going out? All right, have a good time. Bye-bye. Unfortunately, I do not. You got to sign up for some kind of free trial. The shows are worth it. The shows are definitely worth it. Even if maybe if you could figure out a way to get like the first month free, watch the shows and then unsubscribe at the end of the 30-day trial period or something. Because WandaVision is really good, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier is really enjoyable. I think WandaVision might be better than Falcon and Winter Soldier, but they're both. I mean, they're not just Disney properties, but they're MCU properties. So you know they're good. So. Pops him up. In foul territory. Makes the catch. We're going to the top of the 11th. Ball game is still tied at 4. No, because, yeah, it's a good idea. Seriously. Because watch them and then just unsubscribe. Even if you got to pay like $6 or $7. It's just $6 for 1 month, and then unsubscribe, and then watch like 2 shows. Trust me, it's worth it. There's also something called The Mandalorian that has 2 seasons. Mandalorian's good, if you like Star Wars at all. Oliver Drake comes in to pitch. Leading off here in the top of the 11th is Chadwick Boseman. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles today. Right-handed pitcher, Drake. Leans back. Lean back. Fouls off the 96-mile-an-hour fastball, strike 1. Outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Chadwick's 2 for 4 today. Ground ball to his counterpart at third base, Sano Fields, fires, and there's 1 away. I've heard good things about Mandalorian. No, it's a really good show. Really good show. It's 2 seasons. They're probably going to continue it. If they stopped right here at 2 seasons, it kind of feels like it's got a good bookend on it. So next up is Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk. Last game that the Avengers played against the Los Angeles Dodgers, Mark Ruffalo in the bottom of the 10th won in walk-off fashion with a solo home run to win 9-8. Pitches outside, ball 1. Wouldn't it be nice if he hit a solo shot here in the top of the 11th to give them the lead here in Busch Stadium? Let's see what happens. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. But not this time. To right, playable. Sheffield makes the catch. There's 2 away. Next up is Benedict Cumberbatch, who has a single, a double, a run batted in. He's 2 for 4. 2 outs, bases empty here in the 11th. Oliver Drake sets and delivers. Nope. Pitches outside and low, ball 1. And he yanks it down the right field line. Out of play, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Avengers are 21-13 here in the first week of May. Checks the swing, cut fastballs low, 2-1. It's good for 3rd place behind the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And that's a lazy fly ball to center. There is Tyler Naquin. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Drake. We're going to the bottom of the 11th. Extra innings will continue. This ball game's tied at 4. I play these marathon games. What is this? Next up is Gary Sheffield, who's 0 for 4. Stan Lee is still out there pitching. Fouls off the screwball, strike 1. Late on the sinking fastball, 2 quick strikes on Sheffield. Swing and a miss at the inside two-seamer. Strike 3 called. That's 1 out here in the bottom of the 11th. Nasty pitch. Let's look at the location. Even if he hit it, there's really nothing you could do with that. I gotta go pick up that Chinese. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. You're the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next up is Francisco Lindor. Fouls off the screwball, strike 1. Lindor's hitting .317. He had a solo home run in the first. For the rest of the game, he is now 1 for 4. Swing and a miss, two-seam fastball count is 0-2. Strike 3 call, screwed him into the ground. And there's 2 away. Strikeout number 4 for Stan the Man. Excelsior. Next up is Joe Carter. He's a World Series hero. He's 1 for 4. Fouls it behind home plate, strike 1. That's a lazy fly ball. He makes it the rolling, diving catch to retire the side. So we're going to the top of the 12th. Nice play by Drax. You can't get anything over my head. I'll catch it, he says. I got to win this game because I'm hungry. So speaking of Drax the Destroyer, he leads off. He's 0 for 3. He does have a sac fly today. 4-4 game here in the top of the 12th. Second inning of relief for Drake. Chases a high fastball, strike 1. In there, strike 2 on the edge. Quickly, there are 2 strikes on Dave Batista. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. The crowd does not like the call. Too bad. Outside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's a deep drive. Back goes Chris Carter. He makes the running catch in the left center field gap for the first out. So nice running catch, covered a lot of real estate. Drake is still out there. Next up is Idris Elba, who's 1 for 4 with a double. Nobody out, nobody on. 1 out here in the top of the 12th. Here in this first game of the 3-game set between these 2 teams. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Ground ball to the third shortstop. Throws across in time. Lindor, nice play, 2 away. Next up is Terrence Howard. Terrence is 5 for 18 for the season. He's 1 for 4 today as a triple and a run scored. 2 down, bases empty. Checks the swing, pitches high, ball 1. Yanks it foul up the first base line. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Terrence Howard, again, is the first roadie. First James Rhodes back in the original Iron Man in 2008. They replaced him with Don Cheadle eventually. Cut fastball outside corner, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Drake is up to 20 pitches. This is pitch number 21. Yanks it foul. The at-bat will continue. In the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 12th inning. Game is tied at 4. Here comes the pitch from Drake. Swing and a miss. He gets him. And the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 12th. Here we are, tied at 4. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? So next up is Miguel Sano, who's 1 for 4 with a single. Stan Lee, still out there. Misses with the screwball outside. Ball 1. That's a deep drive, but it will be out of play for strike 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Sano. Just gets a piece of that sinking fastball. Count is 1 and 2. And he fouls it upstairs behind home plate. The at-bat will continue. Ground ball up the middle, played perfectly. Throws to first is Falcon. That's 1 away here in the bottom of the 12th. Next up is Tyler Naquin, who is 0 for 4. Struck out in his last at-bat. Checks his swing, but sinker's in there for strike. Grounds it up the third base line. It is a foul ball. Strike number 2 on Naquin. Misses outside. 2-seam fastball. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here in this extra inning battle. Misses low. 2 and 2. Misses outside. Count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases empty here in the bottom of the 12th inning. It's tied 4-4 here at Busch Stadium. Here comes the pitch to Tyler Naquin. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's 2 away. Nasty breaking ball gets him. Here comes the pitch. Was it a strike? It probably wasn't a strike. It was probably low. It would have been ball 4. All right. So with 2 down, up steps Chris Iannetta, 1 for 4 with a single. Here comes the pitch from Stan Lee. Outside, that's the ball. Just misses off the plate, ball 1. Swing and a miss to the inside 2-seamer. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Misses the cut fastball. Count is 1 and 2. Just misses with the screwball off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Bottom of the 12th in this first game of a 3-game series between the Avengers and the Cardinals. Game is tied at 4. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called inside corner. He can't believe the call. So it's going to go to the top of the 13th inning. Top of the 13th. Ball game is tied at 4. This is Avengers baseball. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel.
Your attention, please.
Donnie Hart comes in relief. His 13th game out of the bullpen. His record is 0-1. He has an 11.77 earned run average. He will face Don Cheadle, switch hitter, now batting from the right side against the lefty Hart. He had a 2-run double in today's game. Let's see what happens. And that ball is high. It is far. It is caught at the wall. One pitch, one away. What a tease. So next up is Anthony Mackie, the Falcon, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He was a defensive speed replacement on the bases. And he swings to the next pitch and pops it up in the infield. In races Edgar Martinez to make the catch. 2 pitches, 2 away here in the top of the 13th inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Chris Evans.
So next up is Captain America. Switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty Donnie Hart. He's 1 for 5 today. Pitch is low, inside, ball 1. Fouls it back behind home plate. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. This is Avengers Baseball. Welcome to the stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Again, fouls it off. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Chris Evans. And it's foul up the third base line. Count remains 1-2. Up the first base line, but it is a foul ball. And the at-bat will continue. 2 away, no one on base. Again, top of the 13th. And it's a number towards the mound. Hart throws to first, not in time. It's an infield single, a swinging bunt base hit. So with 2 outs, the inning will continue here in the top of the 13th for the Avengers. Donnie Hart jumps off the mound, spins, fires, but not in time. He has just enough speed to beat it out. So, next up is the late, great Chadwick Boseman, 2 for 5 with 2 doubles. Check that, 2 singles and a run scored. Chadwick Boseman is the Black Panther, now and forever. Let's see what happens. He's going, pitches in there for a strike, throw around to second, is not in time. It is a stolen base for the captain. He can do this all day. And now with 2 away, there's a runner in scoring position. That is the go-ahead run here in the top of the 13th. Let's watch. Big jump on the pitcher. No chance really to throw him out for Iannetta. So, count is no balls and 1 strike on Boseman. Runner leads off second. And it is a lazy fly ball to right. It's deep though. That ball is gone. It's a gonzo. That's a 2-run home run for Chadwick Boseman here in the top of the 13th inning. And just like that, on his 3rd home run of the season, the Avengers now have a 6-4 lead. Oh yeah! Wakanda forever, baby! Wakanda forever! Oh yeah! Look at this. I thought for sure it was an out. It just kept on going. Boom. Some of that spirit power. Some of that purple energy that was in that movie. Ho, ho, ho. All right. So in relief with 2 outs comes Zach Britton, the left-handed pitcher. He's pitching in his 10th game this season. He's 1-0 with a 2.35 earned run average. He will face Mark Ruffalo. It's 2 for 5 with 2 singles today. Mark Ruffalo plays the Incredible Hulk. Swings at the first pitch, a splitter, fouls it off, strike 1. Mark has 7 home runs so far in this season. This is the first week of May. And he fouls it off. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Ruffalo. And that ball is deep the other way, but this one might be playable. Yes, it is for Sheffield. He makes the catch to retire the side, but a 2-run home run by Black Panther gives the Avengers a 6-4 lead as we go to the bottom of the 13th inning here at Busch Stadium. Leading off is Richie Ashburn. He's 1 for 5 with a single. He's hitting a .196. Stan Lee is still out there. Screwball in there, strike one. It's interesting that the manager did not decide to bring in the closer, Jeremy Renner, to start off the bottom of the 13th. It's an interesting decision. Lazy fly ball the other way, but Idris Elba makes the catch. 1 out here in the bottom of the 13th. Next up is Kevin Newman, who's 1 for 5 with a single and a run scored. And now we go to the bullpen and we bring in Jeremy Renner. Jeremy has not done well so far in this first month of the season. He's pitched in 8 games. He's 0-1. He has 5 saves in 6 attempts, but his ERA is 9. He's given up a lot of hits and a lot of home runs. So this is a chance for him to reclaim his job. Fouls off the 101-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is no balls and 1 strike from Hawkeye. Yanks the slider foul out in front. Count is 0-2 on Newman. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's 2 away. And the St. Louis Cardinals here in the bottom of the 13th are down to their final out. After that fastball, he just couldn't lay off that breaking ball off the plate. Next up is Edgar Martinez. Edgar has a 2-run home run today, but it was in the first inning. He's 1 for 5. Late on the fastball, fouls it out of play, strike 1. Two-seam fastball in there, strike 2, and the Cardinals are down to their final strike of the ball game. Strike him out swinging. Ball game over. Avengers win 6-4 in 13 innings. So they win this first game of a 3-game set at Busch Stadium. They go 22-13 on the season. It's the first week of May. The win will go to Stan Lee, Excelsior. The save will go to Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye. The losing pitcher, I think, is Oliver Drake, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out in just a minute. So, in 13 innings, the Hollywood Avengers, 6 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. St. Louis Cardinals, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Again, Stan Lee is the winner. Donnie Hart is the loser. Jeremy Renner gets the save. And Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, is the player of the game, who's 3 for 6 with the game-winning home run in the top of the 13th inning. And that has been a presentation of Avengers baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Special thanks to the Outlander show. Special thanks to Wicked Quixotic for joining me, and anyone who decided to poke their heads in there who didn't make a comment. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. We don't just do baseball. Check the other playlists out. We do a lot of interesting stuff. Video games and something called Dungeons and Dragons. So, the final. In Game 1 of this 3-game series at St. Louis, the Hollywood Avengers win 6-4. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself an awesome night.